Good evening. It's 7 o'clock, and I'm going to call the Summers Board of Education meeting to order at 7 o'clock. And please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so before we get started, we have 5 board members present. We have 2 members absent. Carl Stebbins is on one speakerphone. Kim Radowitz is on the other speakerphone. So we are good to go. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Galloway for some special awards.
Great, thank you and good evening, everyone. First, for our students from MBA, Megan and Chase, extremely proud of you, your hard work and your exemplifying leadership at such a young age. So well done. And Carolyn and Jonathan at the high school. You guys are just rock stars. I've seen you in different spaces, and you're representing your families well. You're representing our district well, so congratulations in advance. So at this point in time, I'll invite Principal Martello up to talk about your special award.
So welcome, everybody. Thank you for having me. The CAVE Leadership Award, Student Leadership Award, is one of our very top awards that we are able to give through MBA Middle School. The high school also gives the award too. So there are 2 8th grade students who are selected each year to receive this award. And the criteria includes that the student's leadership skills should include a willingness to take on challenges, the capability to make difficult decisions, concern for others, the ability to work with others, a willingness to commit to a project, diplomacy, the ability to understand issues clearly, and the ability to honor a commitment. So the Board of Education is part of CAVE, and each year we have the honor of selecting students to receive this award. And so our 8th grade teachers have an opportunity to think about all of the students that they have worked with over the course of the year. Megan and Chase, you were both selected. So Megan Malia. Megan is a leader for her peers inside and outside the classroom. Megan comes to school each day with a positive attitude and is willing to help all of those she meets. Her dedication to her studies is unmatched. Megan is a person who is intrinsically motivated to excel not only in academics, but also in extracurricular activities. Megan is a member of Art Club, Games Club, Ski Club, Volleyball Club, Cross-Country Team, and Yearbook Club. She is also a member of the MBA Junior Beta Club, Band, and Chorus. She volunteers her time during the summer at the Summers Public Library by helping with the summer reading program. Megan's kindness to her peers shines through her interactions with them inside and outside the classroom. She is viewed by her peers as a leader in the way that she works with others and is kind and caring to all she meets. Congratulations, Megan. Chase White. Chase White is committed to serving his school and community. He is an active member of our school community as a member of the Environmental Club, the Intramural Basketball, and the Frog Project. Chase, you'll have to explain later. He plays baseball and basketball and volunteers at the Summers Playhouse. Most notably, Chase has started his own woodworking business, and he sells his creations online and at local craft fairs. Chase's peers look upon him as a leader and a model student, not just for excelling in academics, but also for his genuine attention and compassion when interacting with his classmates. Chase is a well-rounded young man who possesses leadership qualities that help build a better school and community. I'd also like to say that I got to watch Chase present on a tour for the Cass Middle Level School of the Year, Chase got to present the science department to the visiting committee, and I was so impressed by the enthusiasm you brought to that presentation as well. So Chase, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Well done.
Coming out from behind stage. All right, so I am Dr. Eckenberg from the high school. I'm going to start with Jonathan. So it's with immense pride that I stand before you today to recognize an exceptional young leader from our school, the recipient of the 24-25 CABE Leadership Award, Jonathan Breton. While I've had the pleasure of knowing many outstanding students in our school, Jonathan's leadership qualities have truly impressed both the faculty and myself. His nomination comes highly recommended by his teachers, particularly the class advisor and his honors geometry teacher, who speaks volumes about his character and abilities. As the president of class of 2027, Jonathan has consistently demonstrated a proactive and responsible approach to leadership. He doesn't just participate, he initiates and drives progress. His teachers commend his eagerness to contribute ideas and, more importantly, his exceptional follow-through on any tasks he undertakes. He consistently honors his commitments and sets a strong example through his dedication and willingness to embrace new challenges. One particularly compelling example of Jonathan's leadership in action occurred during a local fall fundraiser. He took the initiative to connect with the festival's organizers, meticulously gathering logistical and financial details, which he then clearly presented to his fellow officers and advisors. Beyond this, Jonathan designed and constructed the props for the fundraising game, secured the necessary resources like the tent, determined the prices of the strategies, and coordinated the event, staffing with his peers. This level of ownership and comprehensive execution is truly remarkable for a student leader. His involvement has been integral to the success of the class events throughout the year. What truly sets Jonathan apart in his ability to collaborate effectively with others. His fellow students, the other class officers, and our faculty, he possesses a mature and diplomatic approach, yet remains focused on achieving goals, both in his leadership role and as a dedicated student. He carries a quiet strength and self-assurance that inspires confidence in those around him, even when faced with tight deadlines and multiple responsibilities. Jonathan remains calm and provides a steady presence, making him a natural point of leadership in challenging situations. Furthermore, Jonathan is a consistent high honor roll student who operates with the highest levels of integrity and ethics. He is also known for his friendly and respectful demeanor. Based on the recommendations of our faculty and my own observations of his leadership within the school community, I wholeheartedly endorse Jonathan as the CABE leader for SHS. All right. Our second recipient is Carolyn Castingway. So again, with immense pleasure and deep sense of pride that I stand before you to celebrate another exceptional student. Carolyn is truly an outstanding young woman who embodies leadership in its most comprehensive form, making a significant impact within the walls of our school and in the wider Summers community. Her nomination for this prestigious award is one that I wholeheartedly endorse. What immediately stands out about Carolyn is her level of responsibility she has embraced as a student representative for Summers Board of Education. For a high school sophomore to actively participate by offering insightful perspectives and representing the student body with maturity, poise, speaks volumes about her leadership capabilities and her commitment to our educational community. Her communication skills and keen social awareness make her an invaluable voice on the board. However, Carolyn's leadership extends far beyond the role of the Board of Education. She demonstrates remarkable dedication and discipline as an enthusiastic member of our indoor and outdoor track and field and cross-country teams. Her commitment to those demanding activities showcase her abilities to set goals, persevere, and work collaboratively as a team. Furthermore, Carolyn actively contributes to school leadership through her involvement in the Student Advisory Council, offering valuable student perspectives on school-wide initiatives. Her organizational skills and commitment to service are further evident in her role as secretary in the Interact Club, an organization dedicated to community service. And speaking of service, Carolyn's dedication to giving back is truly inspiring. She's devoted countless hours to volunteering with esteemed organizations like the Rotary Club and the Summers Education Foundation, as well as enthusiastically supporting numerous school-sponsored events. What is particularly impressive is that Carolyn manages this extensive array of commitments while maintaining a rigorous academic course load and consistently achieving high honor roll status. Carolyn Castaneda is a remarkable young leader who enriches our school and the Summers community in countless ways. Her maturity, her commitment, her service, her engagement in school activities, and her academic excellence make her the perfect recipient for the CAVE Leadership Award.
Thank you and congratulations. Well, job well done. So this would be the first moment if you want to, students, if you want to leave and do homework or get ice cream before we transition to the invention convention. And parents, thank you for what you're doing for your sons and daughters.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh boy. Did you guys know that you're rock stars right now? That's cool, right? That's cool. So, students, I want you also to know I'm very, very proud of you. You worked really, really hard on your projects. And this is just a moment when we can encourage you and celebrate you and get to know and understand what gave you the ideas for your project and how your experience was with the Invention Convention. So relax and enjoy this moment. We're all proud of you. I'll turn it over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lynn Erickson. I'm the K-5 STEM instructional leader. This is my second year in the district, and I can't say I'm just so proud of these students. But I want to tell you a little story how we got started. So in October, 103 grade 5 Summers Elementary students became inventors. They started off with a problem, or several problems. Could have been a family problem or a problem of their own, or maybe something that they were passionate about. They came up with at least one idea, with a backup plan in case their first one did not work. They then found several solutions. From that solution, they created a blueprint. They researched various websites, including patents. So they learned all about the steps of what it takes to get a patent, and they researched on Google Patents. They developed a prototype. They tested it. They revised it. They got feedback. Maybe things didn't work out. They might have tested and revised several times. So everything that they did was part of the engineering design process. On February 27th, we had judges that represented TTM Technologies, several engineers from there, a Board of Ed member, coaches, staff, business owners, state STEM leaders, and retired educators that had the very difficult job of finding 6 inventors to move on to the Connecticut State Invention Convention. It was not an easy process because we had amazing inventions that solved problems like unorganized cabinets, sun in your eyes while you're a passenger in the car, ornaments that break from the Christmas tree, video games that a student wanted to be less violent, and many, many more. Amazing inventions. So our 6 student finalists represented Summers Public Schools at the 2025 Connecticut Invention Convention State Finals. These students were the top 4.5% of Connecticut inventors, representing 430 K through 12 inventors from around the state. I would like to introduce to you our inventors and what they invented. So we're going to start off with Michaela Stellato. So Michaela, go ahead and tell us what your invention solves and a little bit about how it works.
So my invention solves soggy cereal that many people have in the morning for a problem before they go to work or something. And how my invention works is you press this top button and a square lid should open up at the top, then you can pour milk. And when you tap it again, it should close. And if you get a bowl of dry cereal, take a spoonful. If you hold this button, an opening should come out and dispense milk onto your spoon. If you let go, it should close.
So we don't want soggy cereal. That's awful. Thank you, Michaela. And then we have Lucas Karen. Go ahead and introduce your project to us.
My invention is, say like you're holding something and you're opening a gate, like your baby gate, and then I thought of this because I have a little nephew that I'm like trying to open up the gate, but it's a little bit too hard, so I thought of this and then it works like this.
Thank you. Now, Thomas Enzo Mazzoli, he could not be here tonight, but he invented motor mouth brushing. And we're gonna just play a very quick bit of his video. Ready? So while we're waiting, Enzo solved the problem of having to be able to see plaque in your mouth, being able to see the back of your mouth. So it's a toothbrush that has cameras in it. And then that information is then sent to the dentist.
Tom Senzo. My invention name is motor mouth brushing. The problem I solve with people who don't know how. Hi, I'm Tom Senzo. I'm at Dr. Denko. Come with me to learn about my invention. Hi, I'm Tom Senzo. My invention name is motor mouth brushing. The problem I solve with people who don't know how important it is to brush back molars. My invention is a toothbrush with cameras in it, and it has a floss in it. So the cameras can see plaque and sense when it needs to be flossed. And the camera will send pictures to the app. My toothbrush is different because
Thank you.
other
I paused it, all right.
Nice job. And then we have Lily Yeager. Go ahead, Lily.
My invention solves baby sea turtles getting a My invention spiel is really long, so I'm just gonna put it, long story short. A mother sea turtle will come up and lay her eggs, and a sea turtle rescue group will put a dome here, so like it doesn't get like all like ruined and stuff. When they're ready, when these baby sea turtles are ready, they'll put the dome down and put fabric over the dome so the light doesn't get like attracted to them. The baby sea turtles will crawl down to to the water, and there's net under them so the crabs can't get them underneath. And they will go back into the water, and I hope to raise the population.
And Brooklyn Yukamara could not be here tonight, but her invention I need in my house. Because my closet has a bunch of fitted sheets that are in a giant ball. So her invention solves that problem of being able to fold your sheets so that it's nice and neat and organized instead of a giant ball. So unfortunately, Brooklyn couldn't be here tonight, but her board is here and all of her work. And then we have Julie, I'm sorry. We have Julie Kobjack.
Hello, my name is Julie Kobjack. My invention is called the Easy Teasy Trash Drawer. As you can see just by looking at my invention, you can tell that I'm very passionate about recycling. The Easy Teasy Trash Drawer screws into your wall so that your trash and recycling bins. And you put the trash in at the top, and there's a material sensor if the trash goes past. It sorts the trash based on the material. So if it belongs in the recycling bin, it tilts to the side of the recycling bin. But if it belongs in the trash, it tilts to the side with the trash bin. I created my invention because I saw a lot of kids in my school putting things that belong in the trash into the recycling bin and things that belong into the recycling bin into the trash. And I got really frustrated by this. So I created the Easy Cheesy Trash Drawer. Make the world a better place with Easy Cheesy Trash Drawer.
So our students sat for about an hour and a half to listen to all the Connecticut Invention Convention Awards. And I want to congratulate all of you. Because first of all, I understand that you didn't all get an award, but to me, your award is just you doing everything you did through this entire process, representing Summers Public Schools in such a respectful and honorable way. You are an amazing inventor and human. You took the time throughout the entire hour and a half to clap for every single student that got an award. That is extremely respectful, and I commend you all for doing that. And I commend you all for supporting each other as well. So congratulations, all of you. Before I move on to awards, I do want to congratulate our 103 grade 5 inventors. Because before they started, they were not an inventor, and now they are. They have a lot to be proud of, and they have a lot that they could still carry on and maybe use some of their inventions throughout their life. So I appreciate their creativity, passion, enthusiasm, and all the work that they did, and including all the grade 5 teachers that supported this entire program. It takes a village, 100%. And thank you to all the judges as well. So now we're going on to awards. And Thomas Enzo Mazzoli received the TELAID Innovation and Integration Award. And his award from TELAID demonstrates a young inventor that has exceptional creativity in combining various technologies to yield a new solution. So I'd like to congratulate Thomas Enzo. And next I'd like to congratulate Lily Yeager. Lily is moving on this summer to a virtual national competition. She's going to be part of the U.S. Innovator Challenge. This is by invitation only. Lily will be competing amongst the top students from around the nation that are leading invention education. So Lily will be submitting her work to judges. Then she will find out if she's selected to compete against other students in a virtual judging competition. If Lily is selected, she has the potential to move on to globals. Congratulations, Lily. So I just would like to thank you all for your time tonight. These students have so much to be proud of. And I also want to thank you all for the support and allowing this invention program to happen. It really has been a huge success, And like I said, it takes a village. Thank you for your time. I just would like to thank North Central News. They took the time to put students, to recognize our student inventors. So I'd like to give this to Holly. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lynn. Students, congratulations to you. Job well done. Parents, this is your opportunity to either stay with us or a short break. Thank you for coming.
The sheet folder invention, she figured out how to
Finish.
Fancy. Like the curriculum used to come, like,
figured out how to
my shirt,
fold.
dryer, like.
Yes, and she has an apparatus. That, yes.
So it is.
Way worse.
Yeah, you could get one, yes.
This
It
brings
was-
about a personality.
it was incredible. I said, yeah, I want one of those too.
All right, what do we got next?
That's not the one on the Okay, I think we'll move on. So we'll take a motion to approve the minutes.
Slow move.
All right, from Shane, and a second.
Second.
From Derek. Any questions or comments? All those in favor? Aye. All right, thanks, Kim.
Carl?
Abstention, one abstention for Carl. And I'm going to turn it back to you for your report.
Great, thank you. And once again, good evening. I'll start my update with a briefing about the Board of Selectmen meeting that occurred on May 1st. The Board of Selectmen voted affirmatively to bring the reconvening of the SES Building Committee to a town meeting. And that meeting will take place this Thursday, May 15th at 7 p.m. at Town Hall. The outcome of that meeting will inform our actions moving forward with the project related to if summer work can occur, if it's possible, and also if student relocation is possible or not. So as soon as I understand the direction that's going to come out of that, and especially after the first building committee meeting, I'll further inform parents and staff. I just want to let the community know that SES, MBA, and SHS, all three schools are working to host another viewing of Screenagers to share information with the community about the impact of cell phones during the instructional day. We have been talking about it all year, and anecdotally, we share back and forth about the negative impact of cell phones during the school day. We've talked about off and away. We've talked about phones only during lunch, but it's specifically during lunchtime when kids are on cell phones, they're not interacting with each other. So that's lost time that they're having with their peers. So I just wanted the public to know on May 20th at 5:30 at the high school auditorium will be another viewing of Screenagers. We did have Mr. Scott Driscoll come several weeks ago. He's an internet safety expert. He's a retired South Windsor police officer, and I saw him years ago give his presentation. He came to Bloomfield when I was a principal, so he's well versed in this. On his job as a police officer, he was actually in the Internet Crimes Division. So he came once. Our turnout wasn't great, but he already agreed to come back. I think the information that he provides and arms parents with is helpful because you're giving your son or daughter this computer and open access to this world that some of us never had to think about or navigate. So we will continue to inform parents and engage parents as we move forward in this process. We've taken very strategic steps to ensure the safety of our buildings on campus. Our SROs are connected to all of our buildings. We go to safety and security meetings at the Capital Region, which is held in West Hartford. So I know parents sometimes are concerned about their ability or inability to connect with their students in real time. Just letting you know that we're working also to inform parents about the safety measures that are put in place if something happens, and parents' ability to access their children when they need. So we did hear that that is a concern for some parents, so that conversation will be going on at the same time. Next, I wanted to just note that we were awarded the Carl D. Perkins grant for $49,000, almost $50,000 to support tech education at the high school, which further bolsters our CTE pathway for our students. You know, there's college, there's a workforce, there are trades, so we're working on all three lanes, and this will help out a lot with equipment that they need. I was looking at a video earlier today on the virtual welding machine, and some really exciting rock music to it to, you know, excite kids to want to engage or explore, you know, because that's part of what high school is, trying to figure out what I like to do, what I think I'm good at. And we, you know, everyone's not gonna go to college, everyone's not gonna go to the military, so we're just trying to be strong in all three lanes. And lastly, I'll just give you, I wanted to note that our own Ken McCarthy is being inducted into the Lacrosse Hall of Fame at an event in Long Island in October. So, you know, that's just another accolade for him. I can't say enough about his professionalism, and I was talking to him maybe a week or two ago about his love for his town, because he's a town resident, about his love for being an educator, and about his love for being a coach. So he's a top-notch individual. And that will conclude my update, pending any questions.
Any questions? Okay, thank you. Stephanie?
Okay, mine is quick tonight. Not much change. The only change to this, or the biggest change to this report, is the transfers that were approved at the last board meeting are recognized in this report here. So that's why the budget adjustment column has quite a few numbers in it, and that's just moving some money around. I believe at the last meeting I also let you know that we are expecting, for our May deposit of excess cost, that was reduced by $23,000 just based on what was the available funding. And the additional funding that the state approved in this legislative session was kind of like an emergency approval. We expect that sometime in June. We're hoping for early June. And I will just divert, you know, whatever we get, I'll divert those invoices to the town. They'll pay for those, and that will reduce our expenses in the operating budget. But other than that, there shouldn't be any major changes between now and the end of the school year. Again, we're purchasing what we need, taking care of some things that, you know, always pop up at the end of the year, especially as school winds down and we realize, oh, this didn't work and we need to get this working for graduation or any of the promotions at the other schools. So those things kind of pop up, but other than that, just getting through to the end of the year.
Okay. Any questions, comments? I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Opportunity to add or delete agenda items? All right, so we'll move on to a motion to accept the consent agenda from JT, and a second from Shane. All right, any questions on that, or this is also the second posting for the waiver of tuition for non-resident students? So all those in favor of consent agenda?
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimous. All right. No old business or new business. So committee reports, curriculum?
We met this evening and discussed the summer activities, summer reading. And it will be up on the website in the close future. And we will meet again on June 9th, 5:30 to 7.
Okay. Policy, our next meeting is on Tuesday, May 27th, and I'm going to put it right now at 6 o'clock. Once we get the agenda, we may start a little bit later, but right now we'll say 6 o'clock. Planning and Finance, Kim?
We do not have any meetings scheduled currently. Obviously, we'll see how the town vote goes, and go from there. And I'm sure, Stephanie, will we have a meeting in the summer for budget transfers?
Yes, in probably the very end of July. Well, if we have July's meeting, I might be able to get it done then, but definitely the August meeting.
Okay.
Okay, because we only have the one meeting in July.
And we may not have the year closed out by
Right.
that meeting, so
So probably
we'll
August.
safe bet is August.
Okay. All right. Carl, salary negotiations?
We're on hold at this time, so no meetings planned or scheduled. I
Great.
think we've got agreements in place with all the bargaining units.
Okay. Building committee, Mike is not here. So any board members that want to be there for the meeting this Thursday at 7 o'clock at Town Hall, they'll vote on the resolution to technically appoint the building committee. So that will probably be, I assume, a brief meeting. So, next, Kate Kreck. Any report for the foundation?
No, I'm not getting the updates from the Spring Fest just yet. They do have a meeting actually on Wednesday, so
Okay.
There hasn't been a meeting since our
All right,
last meeting.
will you be able to go to the meeting?
That is questionable. That is-
I can go. I
All
want
right.
to hear the grants.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, they're rolling out grants. Are they presenting the grants? Yes. Got that email as well. So it looks like they'll be presenting grants, and that'll be under review on Wednesday.
Okay, all right. All right, and the advance calendar, if you took a look at that. We do have the referendum on May 20th for the town budget, and that's from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And we know how important every vote is, so. And other date, graduation, June 12th. We all got a letter in the mail, or you should have received it. I know I got mine. And if you can let the high school know soon whether or not you're going to be there. It doesn't sound like it would make a difference, but it does, just because this is the front row. And if they'll take the sign down that's reserved for a Board of Ed member, and it will be given to someone else, so. And our names are in the program. I don't know what, we didn't mention that last year, but technically it's, the diplomas are given from the Board of Education. That's why we are in the program. So, be great to have everybody there. All right, audience to citizens, staff, students.
No.
You are it. Yes. All right. All right, having none, we will take a motion to go into executive session.
I move that the board enter into executive session to review the superintendent evaluation form and invite Dr. Galloway into executive session.
All right, and a second to the motion from JT. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous, and so I will adjourn the meeting at 7:39. Thank you for coming. All right, we are back in public session at 7:47. And now we will take a motion to adjourn the meeting
So moved.
from Jan and a second from Shane. All those in favor?
Everything. Kim and Carl.
And
Yeah.
Kim and Carl. Motion passes. Okay, so the meeting is adjourned at 7:48.